Yep. Who we sell? We what? No, I mean, we're a little rich. 160 million in the bank. We sold somebody for 100 million. You act like you didn't know we sold Fernando Novais for $100 million yesterday. 100 million. Who we buying? See, we already figured that part out, actually. Because if you weren't here yesterday, there was also another little bit of news. We had an offer accepted for Dutch international Max Dean. And as you might be figuring out right now while you look at the numbers before you, Max Dean is pretty good. Now, we are not the only team with an offer accepted for Max Dean because there are not a lot of players of this quality at Vitesse, usually. And so there are also accepted offers from Leipzig and Leicester. We are judged to have the same amount of interest from Dean as Leicester. We don't really remember where Leipzig was on that, but that's the situation. We're waiting for him. We just got knocked out of the round of 32 at the World Cup. It was unfortunate, but we had to play Spain, so it was an uphill battle, I would say, and that lets us throw ourselves into the preseason with Floridsdorfer, where we are waiting for Dean to make his decision because... Did you see that guy? Sorry I'm late. How many center backs did we get so far? It's a fair question. Our youth facilities have now been upgraded, which should mean we have perfect everything except for youth recruitment, yeah. Our facilities are now all completely fantastic. Mom! Yes! He signed! He signed! Dean signed! Let's go! Dean signed! It's right there! He signed the deal! Oh, I also just racked myself. Hold on. Okay. Ow. That was really a crescendo. Okay. Swinging the banana a little too aggressively. You're in the second division. Oh. You got any problems with his wage now? He's... Dude, you know you're a glass half empty type of person when you look at this guy and you're like, he's very short. Who cares? He literally likes ball played into his feet. That's how he plays. He receives the ball, does something nuts with it, runs by somebody. He is my short king. And yeah, we're paying him a huge wage that's going to shift the wage structure of our whole team. This guy is the best player on our team right now. So if he hated big matches, I wouldn't sign him. He just doesn't enjoy them. He has bad pressure, not terrible pressure. We can work with that. You know who else has bad pressure, not terrible pressure? Axel Perez. He scored the goal to win us the league last year. So it's not the super intense dislike of big matches. It is the light dislike of big matches. His pressure is like just a little below 10. You know, he is, I mean, $47 million. He's worth $150 million. Like he is. And he's in. Biggest signing in Floridsdorfer history. And of course, the retirement of Daryl Linehan, who played one match for us. But he did make an appearance and got... Oh, no way! Oh, he's going to make me cry. He had one winner's medal in his entire career, which started in 2010. And he got it because he made one appearance for Floridsdorfer in the Admiral Bundesliga in his final season. Max Rayfield's got transfer interest as well, but his value is so low. What does he want? That? I mean, if that's what he wants, I'll give it. Yeah, he doesn't want anything. Okay. The offers for Samipak and the offers for Aliyu. Wityatin Samipak, the Thai star who we brought in from Liverpool, who had basically signed him from Wolves and then loaned him out a couple times, and then they let him go for free. We saw value. We picked up a guy that helped us this season. but our midfield is crowded, and we are going to clear it out. We're going to take the Nuremberg offer because we don't need the money up front. We'll just take the 3.7 million over a couple of years. Aliyu, I still don't know what I'm going to do with that. Strike. Oh. Pablo's not, he's just not good enough to be a mentor when it comes to personality stuff. He was just a big time baller. He was just a big time baller for the first team that put the ball in the back of the net. It's what he did. And we talked about it a lot on last stream and a couple streams ago that this was Pablo's last season where we're going to let his contract run out and then let the new age take it from here. Pablo, the all-time league leader in goals. Oh, it was a poll. Oh, I was sacked in a poll. Well, Pablo. What a player. And we bid him adieu and wish him well. Linus Volkvist. We are also set to release 33-year-old fullback Linus Volkvist after 2 years at the club. Thank you for your thank you for 2 years, 2 championship years, Linus Volkvist. Oh, they didn't even Genk didn't even put that same offer back in. Panathinaikos put 13 million down, which I suppose is the offer we should take. What the haystacks? Panathinaikos, honestly. His preferred destination is Panathinaikos. Considering the wage, playing time demands, and everything else, I think we just take this. It's $13 million. I think we just take it. He's somebody that's going to very quickly, I think, fall out of the team. This is the time to move on this. I've never really liked him as much as he's been fun and a good player. I'm going to take that. And you can either match that deal or you can leave. But Panathinaikos in the Greek League is where Joshua Aliyu is going to land. Sunday Madu has left. Clap it up for Sunday. He was at one point an important part of the first team. Thank you. He's been on loan at Wolfsberger for 3 years, so you might not know who he was, but he did spend 2 years as a rotational part of the first team, and he's been sold to Stade Brestois for $3 million. Sturm Graz signed Sebastian Müller on an end of contract after he was a dud signing for us. We've got some new signings. We'll introduce them in a moment, but there's a lot of other stuff going on today. First, we've got a record transfer for us, of course, for Max Dean, and the national record transfer in Austria, for Max Dean, 46 million US dollars for the Dutch international. After a long major delay, we have confirmed 4 signings, and you know what that means. It is time for the Floridsdorfer signing show with your host, Sealand. No, racket. Give me another one. No, racket. Give me another one. I don't like it. Try me again. There we go. Hello and welcome to the Floridsdorfer new signing show. I'm your host, Sealand. The Dorfers have made 4 signings for this new season. Let's meet the players. First, a player that doesn't quite fit the age profile. A player that you certainly do not expect me to mention at this very moment, but a player that is going to lead us, that is going to inspire, that is going to mentor, that is going to anchor this team emotionally and perhaps on the field most of the time. A player of immense quality and experience. The 34-year-old Uruguayan international with 72 Uruguay appearances. It is Lucas Torreira! He signed a 1-year deal to play at Floridsdorfer AC. He's going to be part of the midfield rotation for sure. He's going to be an excellent mentor and leader for a team that needs it. He's the first announced signing on the first day. Absolute dumpster fire of a pre. You have no idea what you're talking about, clearly. No, he's good. He's like actually good. He's actually good. Available as a one-year signing, and we are excited to have him here. Reserved means he's on the very high end of fairly professional when it comes to personality, because I play FM and I know things. And that is the first of the 4 signings. But who is signing number 2? An 18-year-old midfielder from Serbia. A player whose potential is not surpassed by anyone in the mortal realm. A player who at a young age made 32 appearances in the Serbian top league with 7 goals and a 6.97 from midfield. A player whose name is Eric Alek. It's Serbian Eric Alek, who turned 18 7 days ago. He is quite mean. Huge prick. But he's good. Yeah, he might be a huge prick, but he's our prick, right? And that's what that's the important thing here. You know who's gonna mentor him? Lucas Estrella. This creature only knows one language, Patrick. Violence. Jamie Tart. It's Serbian Eric Alek, who joins us for a cool 1.6 million from TSC in Serbia. A player that made 9 appearances as a 16-year-old in the top flight of Serbia. Beautiful. All right. Time for the third one. The third player joining this team is an 18-year-old Albanian, just to make it awkward. A player who can step into the midfield and step out wide and has 22 U21 caps for Albania and 3 goals at that mere age of 18. He is a 2-year starter. It's Stybek in the 2nd and 1st division of Norway. And he was signed for just $2 million. He's a player we believe can come in and contribute and offer significant value past the $2 million that he was just purchased for. It is Egon Lucia. Egon Lucia. I like him. I don't know if we're going to loan him out. He's got some giddy up. He knows how to play in the center of the park. He needs just a general improvement. We'll see if we get like a Yildiz or Pospisil type of improvement, or if he just becomes somebody that we work with on a loan situation. Definitely needs a loan or two. Well, he's 18 years old, right? And when you're this good at 18 years old, I do believe he can get to there, right? When you're that good at 18, I do believe you can get to there. Now, he was signed for $2 million. This was not like a significant investment on our part. We liked him. We knew he didn't have 5-star potential. We didn't know exactly where it was, but we knew that he had less than 5-star potential. But Egon Lucius joined the team. In some worlds, he could end up in the first team. But now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Perhaps you don't like some of the signings we've made so far this window. You will like this one. The final player to be unveiled during the Floridsdorfer signing unveiling moment thing. The biggest signing in the history of Austrian football. A Dutch national team player. One of the world's preeminent, unpredictable attacking midfielders. A perfectionist on and off the field. I mean, have you seen that hair? And a 6-year starter in the Eredivisie with Vitesse. A player that will captivate, that will amaze. And a player that also brings a speck of good news along with him. It is your new king, Max D. Dinino. Max Dinino. The 5'4" magician. The big matches is gone, chat. Our scout was a little wrong. So yeah, life is good. Life is good. Too old. Dude, if I sign any Wonder Kid, I'm hoping they turn into this. Dutch national team forward Max Dean. Yeah, of course we're paying him a ton of money. We were negotiating against two Power 5 league teams in order to bring him in. And we gave him a ton of money because you know what? We can afford it. We just sold Novaish for $100 million. Which can not only afford to sign Dean for $46 million, but then pay his wage for 6 years. With that transfer alone and nothing else. Where will he play? We haven't even decided. We just are very happy that he's here. We are just very happy that that Mr. Max Dean is here and ready to play. Oh, okay. We're going to have to deal with that then. Torbjornsen's got an offer. His preferred destination would be Bayern. Well, you can just leave me alone. Torbjornsen at 40? I'm shocked you didn't just say no, Hertza, but you also didn't move a lot, did you? Torbjornsen for 30. Well, okay. We're really about to change our whole back line out and just cash Torbjornsen in for 35 million. Need transfer music. Settle me down. He wants to go to Juventus very badly, Alex Nazareno. Well, let's test their appetite here. I mean, they're not even considering. Do they just not have the money in the bank right now? They're like, yeah, we'll give you 20 million over the next 2 years. Okay, before I forget, there was that one other kid just turned 18 that we need to go after here. Duran. Don't even have him here. He's now 18. Please. 2.3 million, get in Gustavo Duran. Okay, that was a separate thing we needed to deal with just before I forgot, because we're about to get into two tough decisions. So here's the deal. We already sold Novaish for 100 million. He was our lead center back last season. He was paired with Ulrich Torbjornsen, who we have an opportunity to sell for 35 million. The third string was Alex Nazareno, who we have the opportunity to sell for $24 million. We have an opportunity to sell all these guys. Now, the main reason I'm considering this Torbjornsen offer is that when you look at the center back options we have, which would be Stefano De Este, Thomas Jouler, Rakov Bell, Juler is actually, we've discovered a gap in his potential, but that's neither here nor there. Julio Cesar Benegas, who's going to step right into the first team this year. He was the replacement that we spotted for Novaish already. It was going to be him and Torbjornsson playing next to each other this season. Unless we feel like D'Este is already past Torbjornsson, in which case this deal is kind of easier to take. But I don't know if I feel that way, to be honest with you. Like, if we look at the circles, you know, Torbjornsson is somebody that's got game. He's somebody that has game, and I think we might reject that offer. We might take the deal for Nazareno because $24 million is $24 million. But we might keep Ulrich Torbjornsson so that we have somebody that we know, right? And then it's Venegas and Torbjornsson and Stefano D'Este as like the three center backs. Yeah, you said, well, we need the money. Who the heck are we gonna spend it on? I've already got $52 million in the transfer budget. We have no targets. We're buying Duran for $2 million. We have no targets. We spoiled ourselves with center backs, obviously, with the center backs that we have signed. Do you think we just rely on Stefano D'Este this year? And just like throw it back and say, you know what, Stefano? We're gonna make you the guy, and you're just gonna grow into the team. Don't forget Torbjornsson. Torbjornsson actually has a 10% sell on as well. So he would get 3.5 million from this. Just into his pocket. Because we had to negotiate. When we signed him, we had to negotiate that because we signed him a long time ago. Sell only Nazareno has received the most votes at 56%. All right, I guess that means that we're saying goodbye to a beloved player on the team, the Nazgul, Ecuadorian international, and he will be for a very long time. He's headed to Juventus, where I'm almost certain his career will spiral in the wrong direction. But he has earned this shot, and he is mad, and I agree with your assessment, chat, that we should sell Alex Nazareno for $24 million. So clap it up. The Nazgul is gone. That creates room. That creates playing time for a couple of our new young center backs that have a chance to be better than Nazareno is. But boy, is he a solid player. We are going to reject this. Torbjornsson, I would take 50 million and up, but I think 35 is just a little low for me to have to move straight to Stefano D'Este immediately. Duran just signed a new contract. They really know what they're doing, don't they? Elim Salny? Absolutely. Yep, all day long. $4 million for Joao Elim Salny. Are you kidding me? All the loans worked! The loans, they worked, Chad! The loans worked! Joao Elim Salny is sold for $4 million. Look at this. Signed for free. A loan to Tyrol. A loan to Lask. A loan to Lausanne Sport. Sold for $4 million. We have an eye for talent. Aviv Talius right here. Ask agent about availability. He's incredibly interested. Competition for places. We'll give him a pay raise. I mean, he's already making a bucket. Are willing to sell Talius during this window, and they want somewhere around 5.6 million to get a deal done. As long as his play, like, as long as his playing time demands are what you say they are, I'm down. Okay. They're just like, yo, give me. Okay. This is fun. I'm having fun. Okay. Apparently that's just their transfer price, and that is what they're going to take for Aviv Talius. I'll pay it. 5.5 million is not bad. Carpio, we should be able to restart a new negotiation for Julio Carpio. Dude, just remove that. I will pay you 4.8 million plus the after league appearance payment. Thank you. I just want to see what contracts these guys want. They want to loan back to Malmo. He's not developing there. He doesn't have any adaptability concerns. He's a good adaptable player, so no loan back. Aviv Talius, no, he's signing to play in the first team, dude. I'm not doing that. Can we get him on Impact sub? That would be nice. Yeah. Okay, and he just, holy smokes, dude. Jeez, dude. That's a lot of cash, bro. That is a lot of cash. He was not kidding about getting that pay raise. All right, Yaniv. Oh, no, wait. Okay. No, okay, this is because this agent hates me, too. This agent hates me. That's another contributing factor. The agent doesn't like me. Give me 3 years. I'll give you 3.69 million if you give me 3 years so that I don't have to redo this in a year. Thank you. Did not expect it to be as comfortable as it was, but that's the deal. Now let's take a look at what Carpio wants. Fringe up to Impact Sub. We will send him on an intensive language course. That's fine. This is Julio Carpio, and this is more reasonable. After 5 international appearances, his wage goes up. I'm perfectly fine with that. Robin Lindbergh and I have no relationship. He wants a 3-year deal. Okay. That was so painless. That's just the most reasonable deal of all time. Like, all right, yeah. Carpio and Talius. Okay. We've signed our U18's coach, Wilfred Nancy, which is good. And Kabelski, Sergei Kabelski, who we signed for $350,000, will be moving for $1.8 million to Rapid Vienna. Could rise to $2.5 million, you know, after league appearances and those sorts of things. Only 20. Like 20 league appearances at Rapid Vienna. I don't think he'll get that. The Belarusian striker did a loan for a year. Didn't really impress me, but that doesn't matter because he impressed somebody at Rapid Vienna, and we don't know how. I'm going to figure out how good he is, too. Okay, affiliate club. Choose club. Really? 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 Can I say none? Can I say none? I wanted a club, like, somewhere else. At least in the second division. What, can I go to the second division and then make a recommendation there? Maybe I can. We've got Kopfenberger. Let's get Austria Lustenau is like a good club. Love Iceland's is not. Marshfield Donham's like actually. Can we do Marshfield Donham? They've got 3-star training facilities. That's like really good down there. Come on, say yes. I don't know if they're gonna say yes. It wasn't on my list. Dang it, man. It's that they can't make a deal with them. That is frustrating. We didn't have anybody. Yeah, he went to Feyenoord. 5 million. We'll keep an eye on him. See how he develops. There's our Cappy, Vittorio Guimaraes on the move. Julian Knapp. Hey, we might be able to negotiate this up. Save a little face here. Gruther Frith. They want to spend a little money. They want to spend 3.2 million for Julian Knapp. We're going to take that deal and make almost all of our money back for Julian in what was a very terrible negotiation. Dude, I'm just going to check this like all the time, and it's always going to make me mad. I'm going to check that like once every 3 days, and he's still going to be like, yep. Where is an option where I can tell him to fire his agent, okay? Where is an option where I can just tell him to fire his agent? That'd be awesome. Bombit Loa, Tonka Turn resigns. Oh, this is sad. He's decided to go to the Bundesliga and play at Nuremberg for 3.7 million. Well, that's a good deal, right? A beloved cult hero. The former wonder kid from Liverpool who earned his way there after breaking into the Wolves first team, where he then fizzled out in the loan army at Liverpool, came to us in a free to rehabilitate his career. He did. He burst onto the scene for a Thailand team that made the World Cup knockout stages and now moves to the Bundesliga for 3.7 million. He rebuilt his career, and now he's getting a spot with a team that was just promoted to the Bundesliga to try and keep carving out that career. We did right by Widiot and Sami Pak. We did right by Widiot and Sami Pak. I'm going to miss him. He's probably not going to want to. He's not going to want to do it. He doesn't want to go to Wolves. Hertha Berlin. I mean, they're going to. I'm going to end up selling him. Hertha Berlin. I'm going to end up selling Torbjornsson.
Yo, Canada.
Thank you again, Fierce Pierce, for the 10 gifted, guys. I think we made the right decision. I think we were right to hold back because now Ulrich Torbjornsen's going to move for $60 million. $6 million goes to Torbjornsen's pocket, so we get 54 because he has a 10% sell-on that we had to give him on his first contract. No, he'll take the deal. Bayern's not going to offer. He'll take the deal. The way this is worded, he'll take the deal. His preferred destination's Bayern, but he will take the deal. It's a good Bundesliga team coming in for our 20-year-old center back, Ulrich Torbjornsen. We have to take that. I love Ulrich. Julian's already got his deal down, which is fun. Who's this Peroto guy that's getting a lot of interest? He's not a bad center back. He's very smart. Doesn't like big matches that much, so. He's played for Argentina, and he plays in Mexico. So that's something to get your attention. He's played in Argentina. He's the national team. I think he's probably at the World Cup right now. Peroto. Yeah, there he is. He broke into their team for the World Cup, and he's playing in Mexico. You know what? Let's just throw our hat in this. How much would it cost? Brentford and West Ham? I think we can bully those guys. Extremely interested. Love to hear that. Expect to start most matches. Hey, guess what? We're fresh out of a center back. So this would hold like everything. We would continue to loan out Rock Avbel and keep Stefano D'Este as the first sub, and then keep Joulaire as the second sub. This would hold everything in place. We just bring in Nelson Parado of the Argentinian national team to just step into that position for like a huge discount. That is a wage, but he does want to join us over the other guys, which brings up the massive question. Do we want to sign Nelson Parado? And he's got huge international experience that I think once he joins the club, he's worth more than the money that we're paying for him. I think right now, once he joins the club, he's worth what we're paying for him. I'm okay with that. Okay, it's just a pure wage negotiation. Okay, I can do that. Bullied. Easy money. I'll tell you this. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if Stefano D'Este wasn't tall. If our third center back wasn't tall, I wouldn't do it. I want to check his jumping reach, but I know he's 6'5".